Hey, special agents, welcome to Money and Me. Ow! Oh my gosh.
Once upon a time, there was a very rich man named Monsieur Penny. Though Monsieur Penny was very, very rich, he did not live in a big fancy house with fancy things. No, Monsieur Penny lived in a little four-room apartment with simple things. You see, instead of spending money on fancy things, Monsieur Penny liked to donate his money. Monsieur Penny donated money to hospitals, he donated money to the food bank and homeless shelters, he even donated money to the city zoo. Monsieur Penny loved to give his money away and get absolutely nothing in return. Well, for his 90th birthday, Monsieur Penny decided to hold a contest, a $1 million donation contest. He promised to give $1 million to any person who could donate all of their money and get absolutely nothing in return. Not a handshake, not a smile, and not a thank you. Well, many people tried to win Monsieur Penny's $1 million donation contest, but no one could give away their money without getting a handshake, smile, or thank you in return. Then a man named Joe heard about the contest. And like Monsieur Penny, he loved the idea of giving away his money and getting nothing in return. And he was very good at it. Before long, Joe had nothing left but the clothes on his back and the shoes on his feet. So when Joe had no money left, not even $1, he went to Monsieur Penny's apartment to collect the $1 million prize. Monsieur Penny took one look at Joe and said, "What is that in your pocket, young man?" Well, Joe reached into his pocket and pulled out a loonie. Oh no, what was he going to do? He could not give it to Monsieur Penny because Monsieur Penny would certainly shake his hand, smile, or say thank you. So Joe went out onto the balcony of Monsieur Penny's apartment. He checked to make sure that the sidewalk was clear below, and then he dropped the loonie. "There," he said to Monsieur Penny, "I can claim the $1 million prize now." But Monsieur Penny got up, stepped out onto the balcony, and looked down and waited to see if someone would come along and pick up Joe's last loonie. And they waited, and they waited, and they waited, until at last a little girl came along, walking a great big dog. Well, when she saw the loonie, she stopped and picked it up. Joe held his breath. If the little girl looked up and smiled, he would not win the $1 million. But just then the big dog dashed after a pigeon, and the little girl went running off down the street after it. Monsieur Penny looked at Joe. Joe looked at Monsieur Penny. And finally Monsieur Penny gave Joe a check for $1 million. And Joe, in the spirit of Monsieur Penny's $1 million donation contest, did not shake his hand, smile, or say thank you.
Hey, special agents, it's Agent Story here, and I'm here with a very, very special guest. Hi, Donation Box, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. So, Donation Box, my special agents want to know, what's a donation?
A donation is when you give something away and you get nothing in return.
Aha! So, donations go inside of you. Is that right, Donation Box?
Yeah, they do.
So what kind of stuff gets put inside of you to go to other people?
Lots of clothing. And then some books as well.
That's great, Donation Box. So listen, I have one more question for you. We all know that money is really, really, really important, but Donation Box, do you think there's anything that matters more than money?
Tums.
Did you say Tums? Tums like the little tablets you take for an upset tummy?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you take Tums?
Because sometimes they fill me up way too much.
All right, well that's kind of a good and a bad thing. Well, we'll see you next time, special agents, on Money and Me.
That was awesome. Excuse me.